All right, the recording is in progress. Good morning, Beacon Bobcats. I am so over the moon excited that you guys are here today for this special Zoom, part 2 Zoom, with our new favorite farmer, Farmer Weaver. Ah, I'm so excited. Farmer Weaver we're here to check in to see how the chicks are doing. He came by our school on Friday afternoon and he picked up the chickens, and now it's time to see how are our chickens doing. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put Farmer Weaver here in the spotlight so we can all see him nice and big. And good morning, Farmer Weaver. How are you?
Good morning, Ms. Rip and everybody at Beacon. So good to see you all again. I am sitting on a milk crate in the barn.
Wow, that is so milk crate. I wonder how many of our friends even know what a milk crate is.
Well, they're not all that old. You might have seen them just outside the kitchen door there at Beacon Elementary. They're made of plastic and they make a good seat. You may hear a big chicken crowing. That is the rooster. And what you don't know, oh, did you hear that? He's loud. I'm not going to have the baby chicks in with that rooster. I'm afraid they won't play well together. Well, what you don't know is that I got some other chicks from another teacher friend of mine named Mrs. Frazier at Avery Elementary. So when we go in the little chick coop, you'll notice a whole lot more little baby chicks. There are now 15 baby chicks. Let's go have a look.
I can't believe 15. How amazing. Oh my goodness. They've grown so much since we last saw them. Wow. They look kind of reddy orange. Why is that, Farmer Weaver?
I didn't hear that, Ms. Rip. Let me see if I can get hold of one. Come here, little chick. Come here, little chick. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Need a little chickie. They like to have their neck rubbed and their throat and the top of their head. Maybe sometime when you lay down on the couch with mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, they might rub your head. They might rub your back. It feels good. It feels good when you're a little baby chick and you have your neck rubbed or your throat rubbed. Here is the baby chick feeder. And here is the baby chick waterer. There's that big rooster going in the main coop. You can see I have a fence here. Keeps them separated. The little baby chicks don't play well with the grown-up chicks. But when these babies get bigger, I'll put them all together.
Now, Farmer Weaver, can you tell me, your water doesn't look like it's sitting on the ground like the way our water was. Why is your water different than your watering container different?
Well, I have it on a chain and I have it just up off the ground. They still get the shavings. They still pick the shavings in, but if I raise it up a little bit, it helps. Then they don't foul the water. To foul here means to make the water dirty. They don't foul the water as quickly with the shavings if I raise it up. You can see I have it on this. See how I can pick it up and take it down? Just like that.
Can you talk to us about the chicken feeder that you have? Because there's so many holes. Why would there be so many holes like that in a chicken feeder?
Well, that's a good question, Ms. Rip. Let's think about that. We have 15 little baby chicks. And when they get hungry, boy, are they ever hungry. And this type of feeder allows all the baby chicks, all 15 of them, to feed, here comes a big word, simultaneously. Simultaneously means all at the same time. So all 15 little chicks can space themselves out and get their little heads in there and get some chick feed.
I love that. And look at us learning juicy new words, simultaneous. Ooh, I love that. All at the same time. I love that. Now, you talked to us before about those wood shavings. How long do those wood shavings, because we have guinea pigs here in our IDC, and I know that every week we have to clean out our guinea pig cage because they get all mucked up. How often, because I know that chickens are different, like sometimes, what do you do with those wood shavings when things are getting mucky? Like, how often do you clean out the wood shavings in that, Farmer Weaver?
Another good question. What you do is I have a pitchfork. Now I'll pretend like my fingers are a pitchfork. And you just bring the pitchfork in and you oh my goodness. You just fluff the bedding like this and it works the bad stuff in with the good stuff, and you'd be surprised when you fluff it all up, it's good to go. And I won't be changing this bedding during their time in this little chick coop. All I got to do about every other day is fluff it up and it's good as new.
Oh, that's fascinating. I love that. Now, is that the same? I'm just thinking, because I'm just so curious about chickens, because we've taken such good care of our little baby chicks to hatch. Is that the same then for like the adults? Like you fluff it and everything until it kind of gets yucky with everything, and then eventually you kind of shovel and clean it all out then?
Yes, what I do, I will shovel it all out, get the chickens out, of course, and then shovel it all out. And this is these wood shavings are dried plant material, because wood is, well, a plant. It comes from trees. And you can take dried plant material and mix it with green plant material like my grass cuttings. I can mix them together, and through the wonders of biology, it breaks down and makes what's called compost. And the compost then is like a super enriched soil that I can then sprinkle on my garden and on my plants. So everything just gets turned right back into the land here at Prairie Pond Farm, where I live.
Oh, that's so fascinating. And I know that we have students that learn a lot about composting. And I tell you what, we might even reach out to you next year, because I know that we were thinking of trying to study and do a little bit of our own composting here in the IDC next year. I have a question, because go ahead.
It's sprinkling a bit, but that's no worry. Let me go out and show you. I cleaned out the big chicken coop earlier this spring and did exactly that. You put it's a couple inches of the brown or the dry plant material, and then you put a couple inches of the green plant material on top. And this is how I get the started. So you can see this is the old chicken bedding, the shavings, and here you can see is grass. Now what I'll do, I haven't done it yet, but I will turn this pile. I'll flip it and further mix it together, and it will continue to break down into compost. And again, compost is like a super rich soil that you can then use on your garden.
Oh, that was fascinating. Now, I get a lot of questions sometimes about when students are doing animal research. They always want to know about predators, and predators that, are out there hunting and wanting to eat the animals. What kind of predators are there for our chickens that are out there, and how do you help keep our chickens safe from those predators, Farmer Weaver?
Well, around here we have foxes, coyotes, and raccoons are the biggest trouble. Let me show you this. When they get big, they come and they exercise their legs in this area. This is my chicken run, because they can come in here and run around. And if you can see, I see that yellow thing there against that post. It's difficult to see, but that's an electric line. So I have an electric line all along the edge of this chicken run to keep the predators that want to dig, to keep them from digging underneath and getting into the chicken run. And also you can see there's also I'll call it a roof, but there's also wire on the top to keep any predators that know how to fly. 2 years ago, I lost 3 hens in one day to a pair of red-tailed hawks.
No way!
I had them out here on my garden, and I had them enclosed, them being the hens were enclosed, but the hawk, of course, can fly, and it swooped down and got the chickens.
Oh my goodness.
I also have something here to show you that's kind of
fun.
Yeah,
what do you have over here, Farmer Weaver?
Oh, this is a chicken tractor.
Ooh.
Now, it's not a tractor like you might think of, a tractor that you would mow the yard with or hook up to a plow and plow with. It's a tractor in that it's just a mobile chicken coop. And I keep a couple chickens in this. Oh, what are you doing there, girls? Yeah, chick, 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 chick. It's easy to speak chicken, Ms. Rip. The first thing you got to do is make your voice go like this. And just go, here, chick, 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 chick.
Here, chick, 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 chick. Here, chick, chick.
Like
I love it.
How about everybody try it? Ready?
All right, everyone, let's do it.
Here we go. Here, chick, 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 chick.
Here,
chick, 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 chick. You'll see they're coming up a little closer.
Yeah.
But what these chickens will do, these 2 hens, they will eat this grass, and you'll see I keep some feed, and that's a waterer right there. But they'll eat this grass and they'll do their business. And when they do their business, yes, that's what that means. Yes. When they do their business, it is a natural fertilizer for my garden. And again, everything, I try to keep things natural here at Prairie Pond Farm. Everything just kind of works its way back to the soil here as much as I can make it happen. But that's my chicken tractor, and those are a couple hens. Here's my big garlic crop. I don't have much garden out yet. It's been too darn wet.
That's the same problem I've had with my garden. I haven't put anything out yet because it's been too wet.
Did you grow any of those tomatoes last year, Ms. Rip?
Oh, Farmer Weaver, I had so many of those beautiful tomatoes that you gave me that I made a tomato relish and I ate it all winter long with brie cheese and toast. It was one of my favorites for breakfast. And I shared them with my neighbors. Oh my goodness. You had wonderful tomatoes last year. And thanks for sharing those tomato plants with me.
You're very welcome. I'll probably have a bunch left over this year too. If you have space, just let me know.
Oh, the Rip family would love just maybe a small handful if you'd love to donate.
Well, we're going to go back in here and tell them goodbye. And then Farmer Weaver's got to get back to work. My riding mower went down this morning and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it.
Oh gosh, it's never, life of a farmer is pretty busy, isn't it, Farmer Weaver?
Oh boy, and it just seems like everything went down at once.
Oh.
My old truck went down, my mower went down, my push mower went down, my weed whacker went down. I'm not making this up.
Oh, I wish I would have known there was mowers in my neighborhood last night on the curb. I could have picked it up and someone put a weed whacker out too. I could have picked it up for you.
Well, sometimes when they're on the curb, they may not be any better than the one I have right now.
That's true. That's true, Farmer Weaver. All right. Hey, friends, let's go ahead and let's say goodbye to our baby chicks. Can we all say bye, baby chicks? Bye, baby chicks. Oh, they're so cute. Hey, chick, 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 chick. Hey, chick, chick, chick. Oh, they're wonderful. Thank you so much, Farmer Weaver, for taking care of our chickens. Perhaps maybe we can Zoom again in August or September so we can see how big our chickens have grown.
Sure.
Oh, right. That sounds wonderful. Everyone, can you guys go ahead right now and give a wonderful, warm spirit sprinkles and say thank you? If you want to unmute your microphone and say thank you to Farmer Weaver, you can. Thank you so much, Farmer Weaver.
All right.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, Farmer Weaver. Bye.